What up, Hyperchain? Happy holidays. Welcome to another episode of TLDR, your weekly recap for good news in the tech and finance space. Our first piece of news this week is that Magic Leap, the very secretive augmented reality startup that has raised $1.9 billion from some of Silicon Valley's leading venture capitalist, apparently Steven Spielberg is even rumored to be an investor in the company, finally unveiled its first product. It's called the Magic Leap 1. It's a crazy augmented reality headset that comes with a battery that you have to wear and a handheld controller. It looks really weird, matrixy, steampunk-esque. The vision of this company is to blend augmented reality with the real world. There's all these crazy images on their website of what the technology can do. You guys should definitely check it out. And they've raised so much money from so many leading investors. I think this is a company that everybody should be following. I mean, the first version of this headset looks pretty weird to me. I don't know if anybody would be seen wearing this in public, but I don't know. I've been looking at it for a while now and looking at the images, and it's sort of growing on me. Like, it's got a little bit of charm to it. So really interesting to see how this will unfold. Next piece of news this week, major drama in the crypto space. Bitcoin is crashing as I'm doing this episode right now. Just a couple days ago, Coinbase announced they were going to be adding Bitcoin Cash to their core platform. When that happened, they had to freeze all trading of Bitcoin Cash because apparently there was rumors of insider trading going on at Coinbase. The CEO had to write a Medium post about it. Then today, as Bitcoin is crashing, they've had to suspend their platform once again from trading. This is something to expect as the price movement gets volatile and the networks jam up. There's real potential for these exchanges to halt trading and make it so you can't sell your crypto assets. Really important to understand that. Additionally, the founder of Litecoin, who's actually the director of engineering at Coinbase, announced that he was selling all of his Litecoin due to a conflict of interest of holding the digital asset, and people thought he was pumping it on Twitter. I think this is kind of ironic. He decided to sell it at basically the all-time high that Litecoin's ever traded at after it was up like 100 times in price this year alone. So I don't know if I buy that. I mean, things are just getting really, really crazy in this whole crypto blockchain space. To exemplify how irrational and kind of crazy the market's getting, there was a company called Long Island Iced Tea that changed its name to the Long Blockchain overnight and tripled in value almost overnight. Now, this is a tiny microcap company. They've never really had much success in their core business. Now they're randomly going from making beverages, a non-alcoholic version of Long Island Iced Tea to be exact, and now they're going straight into investing in blockchain companies. They put up a landing page which almost had no info on it, yet the company is gaining millions of dollars in market value. This is a sign of a bubble to me. I think this company is total crap. I think this is a scam. I think they're just latching on to the crypto blockchain trend, so you got to be really careful out there. Moving to more tech news, Apple's been poaching executives from Amazon's original content studios. This is a really interesting move because Apple previously announced they were putting $1 billion into original content, and now they're actually poaching executives from Amazon to beef up their original content plans even further. You know, we've seen Netflix pour multi-billions of dollars into its own original content, then Amazon follow them and now is actually outspending Netflix, and then we saw Apple announce that they wanted to put $1 billion in. Facebook has even announced it's putting $1 billion into original content. There's some sort of gold rush going on. You know, Apple, I haven't really seen them put out much original content other than Planet of the Apps, which seemed to flop massively. So really interesting to see what Apple's next move will be here now that they're hiring all of these Hollywood big shots. Next piece of news, Walmart is actually stepping up its game, tech savvy. So everybody was ridiculing Walmart when they bought Jet.com for $3 billion, but it was really the most expensive acqui-hire we've ever seen. The founder of the company, Mark Lore, has a big history with Jeff Bezos, actually founded Diapers.com, got into a big war with Jeff Bezos. Bezos eventually bought out the company. He left and then started Jet.com, which was now bought by Walmart. And now there's a bunch of interesting projects going on at Walmart. They have a new subsidiary called Code 8, which is testing a personal shopping service for NYC moms based on text messaging. Apparently, Walmart's also working on its own version of Amazon's Go store with no cashiers. It'll be really interesting to see if Walmart can actually perfect the software and computer vision technology that is required to pull that off like Amazon can. I just think this is a great sign for Walmart. I kind of wrote them off as a bureaucratic dinosaur, not to expect much from them, but now they're really ramping up their investments in technology. Amazon and Walmart potentially could be both winners in this new world of hybrid e-commerce retail. They're going to make everybody step their game up. This is the most promising news I've seen out of Walmart in a long time. Additionally, I saw this crazy tweet rant. UFOs could be real. Okay, this news has slipped under the radar. I don't know how. Aliens could be real. The New York Times ran 2 different articles about how there's aliens. The Pentagon has a UFO program. I can't actually access the New York Times article because I ran out of my free articles for the month, I guess. But check out all these images on Twitter that I found. Like all of these tweets, you know, a Navy pilot recalls his object with an unidentified flying object. It had no plumes, wings, or rotors and outran our F-18s. I don't know. Do you guys think aliens are real or not? Let me know. But I'm following this because I think it's, I don't know. Epic. Next piece of news, Alibaba is teaming up with Ford to launch car vending machines in China. Now, these aren't totally revolutionary. Apparently, a company called Carvana is already doing this in the US. There's a couple in Singapore, but I just thought this video was crazy. It's like a robotic car buying experience where you take a selfie like through the app, schedule a test drive, then you show up to this vending machine which uses robotic arms to give you your car. You know, I don't even know if this would take off because I feel like buying a car is a really personal experience. You have all these questions. I actually think this is one of the last jobs that will be replaced by like an automated vending machine buying experience. So, but I don't know. We'll see if this takes off. Next piece of news, Elon Musk put out his personal phone number on Twitter, accidentally tweeted it out. I guess he had some conference call lined up and needed to just get his number out there. But instead of sending it privately, he publicly tweeted his cell phone number. So I'm guessing he's going to change his number. But the interesting thing about this news is everybody was making fun of it that like, oh, he has some weird answering machine thing. But he was actually about to call the CTO of Oculus, the virtual reality company, John Carmack. My question is, what is Elon Musk and the CTO of Oculus scheming on? Because those two guys are some of the leading minds in tech, virtual reality. What does that have to do with Tesla, Neuralink, SpaceX? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But if you guys have any ideas on what they were scheming on, post them in the comments. In the hyperchange universe, got a stock tip from Ben Dixon. Wanted to call this out because this is an important thing. I get stock tips from you guys all the time of like, oh, check out this company. Can you cover this company? I always look into it. I'm always doing research. And this was an Australian wind company. And I looked into it. The problem is I don't have any expertise in the Australian market. I don't know too much about the energy market. This company had a weird structure. You know, I'm not an expert in wind energy. I would need to find comps of different wind companies, more extensive research into what the energy market in Australia looks like. You know, these are just some of the challenges that I go through when researching these companies. So it's not that I don't want to cover this Australian wind company, but it's just that I looked into it and it would require tens and tens of hours of research for me to even understand the industry that they're in and kind of the dynamics behind what type of asset I'm even buying. You know, I have to read filings that aren't in the SEC's format. So there's just a lot of tricky nuances, and I'm trying to always cover these crazy different international stocks, but I thought it was interesting to give you guys some insight as to like why I can't make an episode about these guys right away, because, you know, I put in a lot of hours of research into each episode trying to give you guys the best information on the company and really diving deep to see what the truth is behind the firm. Now, if I can't do that, I'm not going to make an episode. So this Australian wind company is a little out of my ballpark for now. Hopefully it won't be one day. Ben, shout out. Thank you for always commenting and watching. I wanted to make another point because I put out an episode about the Tesla semi-truck, and I'm kind of like been pounding the table of like, why is Amazon not a customer? You know, they're one of the world's largest logistics companies. They're shipping things all across the world. They should go green instead of bursting diesel and partner with Tesla to buy electric trucks. And then all of you guys commented and were like, no, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk have all this beef. There's no way they'd ever team up. But I'm like, really? You're going to let personal beef stop you from making a smart business decision? I guess so, but that makes me really sad. Amazon should be at the forefront of not polluting. They're investing in wind energy. They're investing in renewables. Like, partner with Tesla and go green. Put your egos aside. And if they don't, it's actually a really bad business decision. Think about it. Walmart has already pre-ordered 15 of the Tesla trucks, and Walmart is going to be able to start telling its customers on jet.com that they're being delivered in a Tesla semi. Think of all the marketing opportunities you have from Walmart to be able to say, hey, we're delivering things green, Amazon isn't. Amazon is quickly going to lose its image of that cool hip tech company, and Walmart is going to surpass them in brand equity with millennials and Gen Z. So they either need to find another company that's building really good electric semi trucks, start building their own, or cave in and partner with Tesla, or they're screwed and Walmart is going to surpass them in brand equity. So I just think this is a huge mistake for Amazon not to be partnering with Tesla. Would love to hear if you guys have any more thoughts on that. Then put out a couple videos this week. Also super into the crypto grind right now. I got a request to do a more Ethereum episodes, so I've been doing that. You don't worry, I'm not going to do all cryptocurrency content. We'll bounce back to stocks soon. I had this idea of like, are we in a crypto asset bubble? My cousins, my homies, my little sister, parents, everybody's asking me about blockchain, cryptocurrencies. So I just thought it was a really interesting time. You know, this is going mainstream. Are we seeing a massive bubble like tulips, internet style? Or are we seeing, you know, the early stages of an incredibly disruptive technology being adopted in the mainstream? I think it's a little bit of both. And so check that episode out for more. Also did another crypto episode on Ethereum crossing 1 million transactions per day. This is a huge milestone in the entire crypto asset realm. I think this is the biggest network that there is. Bitcoin, for instance, is only doing 370,000 transactions per day. Ethereum's almost triple that now with 1.1 million. This is an incredible cryptographic, scientific, technological feat that the Ethereum team has accomplished to be able to scale their blockchain past 1 million transactions a day. Check that episode out for more details. Also put out an episode on where food comes from. This is a tiny little micro cap stock. I love the company. Met with management in LA about a week ago. You know, it seems like kind of a tiny niche company. Okay, they're auditing, you know, GMO, organic, that kind of thing. But really what they're doing is capturing data around where your food comes from I think this is incredibly important to fixing the food system, which is one of the most pollutive industries on the entire planet. I think the way to change that is to educate consumers about the environmental impact of the foods they're eating and the choices they're making at the grocery store. And the best way to do that is to get them data on where their food comes from. And this company is owning the niche to be able to do that. I just think they have huge potential for growth. Make sure to check that episode out for more. This is Hyperchange. That's TLDR, your weekly recap for good news in the tech and finance space. I hope you guys all have awesome holidays. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.